I think probably the biggest challenge that most international students have in the U.S. classroom is that students are expected to participate, to raise their hands, to ask questions, to voice their opinions.
In the US, everyone has a say. It's definitely a more interactive experience than what most international students are used to.
It's important to prepare before class, reading about the material beforehand, so I have something to contribute to the discussion.
Professors will oftentimes notice students that are quiet but attentive, and you can demonstrate your attentiveness by paying attention to what's being said, by taking notes. I think taking notes in English is really important in an American academic culture, so that you get in the practice of thinking in English and writing in English.
They should just kind of process in English. At first it's hard to adjust, but later on they'll be fine.
Most of my professors will put up whatever slides they're showing online, and so I can always go back and take a look at them there.
Professors expect students to put forward their own original ideas in class.
The idea that you are thinking for yourself, that you're asking your own questions, is really highly valued in American academic culture.
If you have a question, if you didn't understand something that a professor said, raise your hand, speak your mind. Guaranteed, a certain number of other students will have the same question.
Practice English, you have courage, you have confidence, then you're comfortable enough to ask in class.
One of the things we really emphasize is teamwork. You work on projects together, it's essential.
Initially, I had a bit of a problem with group projects because my English wasn't very good, but it turns out that if you get to know your group mates, group projects can actually be very fun.
When students are having trouble, it's really important, I think, for them to seek out their professors, to engage with them in dialogue during their office times.
And that's also beneficial because your professor can give you advice on so many things that are outside the scope of the class material itself.
The ERC stands for Educational Resource Center, and as the name implies, it is a center where you can find help for any educational or academic needs that you might have. You should seek help from the ERC and from any other resource as soon as you think you have a problem.
You learn more than just the material when you're in the classroom, so it's really important to attend class.
Success in the American classroom is something that depends on a lot of things. It doesn't just depend on a final exam. You have to communicate with the professor. You need to be organized, be prepared, study hard, do the work that they tell you, and you'll succeed.